It began innocently. An old book tucked away in a forgotten corner of the library. A strange, magnetic pull led them to it. A forbidden text they shouldn't have opened. What they found inside was a circle. A circle that should never have been drawn. The ritual they performed was an invitation, an offering. They did not know who or what they invited. The air grew thick with an ancient presence, and the circle, once just ink on paper, began to pulse, breathing life. At first, it was subtle, a flicker here, a whisper there. But soon, the shadows began to watch. No longer were they alone. The circle had been drawn, and they were its prey. The veil between the worlds thinned. In their waking hours, they were hunted by things unseen, things that existed in the folds of reality. And they weren't the only ones left behind. The curse began with the blood of the uninvited. In every corner of their lives, the sign of their trespass left its mark. And each mark brought them closer to something that could never be undone. Every mirror, every surface reflected something twisted, something unnatural. And in the glass, they saw the truth. There was no escape. One by one, they fell, as the ritual had demanded. One soul for each broken promise, each tear in the fabric of what was real. The forest called to them. The trees whispered the names of those who had come before, and in their pursuit of answers, they entered a place where time and death no longer existed. And then, they heard it. The screams. Silent at first, then louder, rising from the very fabric of the world. Souls trapped in the circle, forever reaching out to warn them. They sought to undo what they had done, but every attempt to reverse the curse fed it more. The circle had been drawn, and now there was no turning back. It came, an ancient god, a demon of the forgotten. Its form was impossible, its hunger insatiable. What had been summoned was no longer bound by the circle. It was free. In the end, they couldn't escape. Not even the world itself could. The curse had taken root, and now nothing remained untouched. The circle had shattered, and all was lost. The last of them stood alone, broken by the knowledge they had awakened. But even in their final moments, they could feel it. The circle was still watching, and it would never be undone. And so it begins again. The circle unbroken, a new soul, a new victim, and the ancient darkness waits.